There are a lot of things for the companies to do to attract attention of customer. Someone intentionally shoots a celebrity ad and spends a lot of money on it. Someone comes up with a cool catchy slogan.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Gangster.
And some go further and do the most unusual commercials of campaigns in the world. That's what we're talking about. And you, friends, think and write in comments which of the companies seem to you the coolest and what product you want to buy. Are you ready to enjoy the masterpieces of advertising? Try to beat McDonald's. Luminous billboards, touch panels, all from the last century. Look at what McDonald's came up with back in 2011. It may seem a little strange at first, but the way this chain of snack bars advertised its products in Sweden is definitely worth mentioning. A huge screen was hung outside a restaurant in central Stockholm. Well, what would you probably say? These giant screens are full all over the world. Wait, this is just the beginning. Anyone interested in a bizarre billboard would go from their mobile device to the pick-and-play site, log on quickly, and download a simple controller. With this controller, the user could control the game like an electronic ping pong. And it's all right on that giant display. Oh, yeah, before playing, a person would choose some delicious prize they were going to fight for one of the McDonald's products. And to get your Big Mac, for example, you only had to hold out against a computer opponent for 30 seconds. The prize was yours, you just need to go to the cashier and demonstrate that you are the owner of the winning device. Clean energy. The possibility of obtaining electricity from citrus fruits such as orange and lemon is a well-known fact. To do this, simply take two elements of aluminum and copper or gold and silver and stick them into the fruit at a distance from each other. In this case, the voltage can reach as much as 2 volts. That's a funny school experience. It can and will remain an entertainment for children who love science if this simple idea is not used by creative guys from the French advertising agency DDB. They decided to get natural energy from oranges and, at the same time, to draw a cool analogy with orange juice, Quat Tropicanaquit advertisers arranged a set of oranges and tried to provide electricity to a neon billboard. It took more than 2,500 fruits to fully fill it with fruit. The result was a large fruit billboard with a bright glowing inscription, Energy Naturelle. By the way, before the project could be implemented, the agency had to conduct tests for 3 months, but the result was definitely worth it. Free money. One of the most extraordinary advertising campaigns in the world took place in Canadian Vancouver. Specialists of the company Scotch Shield, which produces armored glass, mounted the frame of glass into an ordinary bus stop, inside which there was $3 million. Real money, not counterfeit. On the first day of the advertising campaign, everyone was offered to arm themselves with hammers, shovels and other heavy tools and break glass. Those who would have managed to do it would be guaranteed to give all the money inside. However, as the organizers assumed, no one could damage the armored surface.
Don't worry, it's bulletproof.
You can't hurt us!
No.
We've got bulletproof glass!
$3 million remained in place. And this despite the fact that they were behind a relatively thin glass that looked like usual. It may seem surprising, but a huge amount of money stayed at the stop for a year without making a single millionaire. True, video cameras designed to ensure the safety of money, from time to time, recorded lovers of easy money trying to break the glass. But no one has ever succeeded. But happiness was so close. And how fast do you run? In the spring of 2016, the Swedish advertising agency Animal launched an advertising campaign for Reebok. The agency installed a billboard in the heart of Stockholm, which was equipped with built-in cameras that track human speed and technology to measure the pace of steps. Any passerby who ran past it at speed above 17 kilometers per hour received a pair of new Reebok's Pump 2.0 sneakers. Right in front of the billboard there was a special acceleration platform, and on top of it there was a glowing screen showing how fast a person was running. We really liked the idea of taking the billboard and turning it into something cool and unique, Marcus Schramm said, a creative expert from Animal Agency who worked on advertising. It gives customers an instant experience, and as a brand, we can provide something really valuable. Well, Reebok itself has repeatedly stated that it likes to inspire people to run and cross borders. And what can be a better motivation than free sneakers? The strongest will survive. To draw attention to the news box game Quat Rise of the Tomb Raider Quit, which takes place in Siberia, in November 2015, the advertising agency McCann organized a real reality show in London. Yes, right on the billboard, why not? 8 people had to stand around the clock clinging to a huge sign with one single goal: to last longer than others. Everyone could watch the daredevils in a live broadcast on the website and choose by general voting what kind of trials the participants would have to endure. An artificial snowstorm, heat, cold or wind, and all this could be reproduced by the billboard itself. The action was to continue until one of the most enduring contestants was left near the billboard. As a prize for victory, Xbox promised a journey based on Quat Rise of the Tomb Raider Quit. Alas, none of the brave ones lasted 24 hours. The last contestant gave up 22 hours after the show started. It's a hidden message. In 2012, to advertise Burt's Bees moisturizing cream, Baldwin produced a unique billboard on which the main picture of a girl smiling was hidden under small stickers forming another picture. As passers-by ripped off discount coupons, the girl's image changed as well. Her skin kind of smoothed out, and the heroine clearly became happier. Here's a clear demonstration of the effect of Burt's Bees moisturizing cream. Honestly, we don't know how effective those products are, but you can't help but admit that the idea was fantastic. Snack lovers. Advertisers do not forget about pets and do the right thing. In the end, you may not like fast food, cool cosmetics and stuff, but who would refuse to make his beloved pet feel good? This seems to be how the German company Granada Pet, which produces dog food, thought. In 2011, the advertisers of this campaign came up with a pretty bold and incredibly cool way to introduce the consumer and his dog to their product. Approaching a seemingly ordinary billboard that says "Quat register and get an appetizer quit," the owner should have checked in on the spot in the Foursquare app, and the food would automatically appear in a special device attached to the app. On the bottom of the billboard, right on a pet-friendly level. It's a huge trap. Alpha, a company producing mosquito repellent spray, decided to turn an ordinary board into a giant insect trap. A simple and ingenious idea came to the mind of advertisers from the Italian agency Quat Publiquit in 2013, and it is, however, a great idea to show how the tool works. No special technologies or computer graphics were used by the agency. The significant part of the billboard was simply smeared with a durable transparent adhesive, like the one that covers all kinds of fly ribbons. The effect was simply astounding. After a while the strip was all covered with adhesive insects. The creators of the shield announced that they had caught 230,000 insects in that way. And do not ask how exactly they managed to make the calculation. Unfortunately, the advertisers did not specify this. Shower from Sprite. A great idea to promote the product came to the minds of Coca-Cola marketers. They decided to please the visitors of the largest beach in Brazil with the installation of a 10-meter shower made in the form of a machine that fills a refreshing drink Sprite. Underneath it, anyone who was properly warmed up in the southern sun could take an invigorating shower from not Sprite, and of course from the purest water. A cooled bottle of soda was given to everyone by smiling promoters who were on duty nearby. It's creative and delicious. Advertising was very successful. Quat Sprite refreshes not worse than spring water. Quat, the designers were able to convey this idea to everyone who had to stand under the cool jets of the original shower. It is not surprising that this design project was highly appreciated both for the idea and implementation, and for its functionality and real benefits. Despite the fact that the beach was installed about 1,500 conventional shower cabins, Quat Sprite Showerquit every day gathered a large number of people wishing to refresh themselves and get a free soda. Do you want to charge your brain to the full? Subscribe and we promise it will be very interesting. Unusual world. Creative, different, curious.